Hey everybody, this is Nancy from Fancy Nancy Diamond Painting, and a lot of people have been asking me to do like a drill with me, but I had to give it a lot of thought because I really didn't like taking somebody else's name for this project. Like, I didn't want to use Whip and Chat, Drill with Me, Paint with Me. Those are other people's names, and I do like to be original. So I asked people in my group what they thought would be a good name for this. And the one we came up with was Canvas Conversations. So, welcome to the first Canvas Conversations. And thank you so much, Elisabeth Wheeling, for coming up with that great idea and letting me use it. You know, I always ask, I'm like, is it okay if I use it? She's like, oh my gosh, absolutely. She is such a sweet, supportive friend. It helps if I shake the drills to line them up before I start trying to drag them out here. I am working on another teacup kitten, and I think you can kind of see it through the paper, but there is the thumbnail. Now these are 25 by 25. And I was always told bigger is better. The bigger you go, the more detail you will see. But I am a horrendously slow diamond painter. I don't do it to finish. I do it to relax. And I am also a stroke survivor. So when I first had my well, I shouldn't say that, because it was my second stroke that I had in 2015. The first one I recovered from, but the second one was pretty devastating. I woke up in the morning after going to the hospital overnight. I woke up with no use of my left arm at all. So what you're seeing me do, I think, is a miracle. I am very proud of how far I've come. But on the flip side, it's left me very, very slow and weak. Let me put this color away. I double check everything because I have short-term memory problems. And I'm only saying that because I will look at a number 5 times before I remember it. I also spill all over myself. And so I have been known, I'm sure some of you have done it too. You don't need to have short-term memory issues to do silly things. But I've been known to dump my drills into the wrong container. Let me just spell them out. This is my ladybug. She has 2 spouts and she can hold 2 colors. Oh, one went flying. But I tend to do 1 color at a time. And here I go, dropping them all over my blouse. It's okay. It's okay. I kind of have a rule to only have 1 color open at a time. Hey, so for this Canvas Conversations, I'm just gonna talk about whatever pops into my mind. But if you'd like to ask me questions, this is all pre-recorded. If you'd like to ask me questions, you can email me at fancynancyddiamondpainting@gmail.com. And just email me your question, and then the next time I do this, I will ask your questions and answer them while I'm going along. I've seen some people diamond paint and they're like, I don't know what to say, like they're turbocharged. And they're zipping through and they're switching colors and they have all these colors lined up. First of all, if I have more than one color out, I am guaranteed to spill it. Guaranteed. So I open one. I have these lovely little containers. This is my kit up for a small one. Everything fits this. There's 28 colors here. And I had 26 in this diamond painting. And I label everything. And when I'm done, I take the labels off. And I very carefully pour one color at a time. I keep forgetting what color I'm doing. 38, 37. And I don't see a lot of them, so I'm not going to pour out too many. I was laughing so hard. Somebody said, do you ever try to pour out the exact number that you need? And I do that all the time. I play all these silly little games with myself when I'm diamond painting. It doesn't want to close. Okay. So you give a little shake, get everything into the lines. I always assume somebody is watching me. I forgot which side I put the wax in. Oh, there it is. And this is a beautiful pen from Daniel at Lassen Lathe Works, who is my favorite pen turner. I think, you know, the little accessories make things fun. For a long time, my point was, you know, use what comes with the kit. It's free. I like free. But I fell in love with these pens. Now I have a collection. I fell in love with the trays. I mean, who could pass up a beautiful ladybug like this? And I was telling somebody when I started this a year ago, started diamond painting, I noticed that there was a lot of information lacking. There were not a ton of places to get fun pens, and I kept thinking, wow, that would be such a great way to make money because everybody's looking for them. I rethought everything because all my life I've been looking for ways to make money, to bring more income into my household. But now that I'm disabled and retired, I've decided that I am done with all the stress. And while I'm very good at selling things, I was a salesman for years and years. Salesperson? I don't care. Now I'm going to have feminists saying, why don't you care? It's whatever. It's stress. Any type of work for me is going to be stress. And the one thing you learn after having strokes is that stress is not good for you. It's not. That's why I diamond paint. This is way better than coloring. Okay, next symbol is R, 3042. me find that color. These little ones that I love so much, you know, a lot of them come out very pixelated and really not looking very good. I've done another diamond teacup kitten. I've done another one that is framed and all set to go. But all set to go up on the wall, I should say. My husband doesn't like putting things on the wall, so. And I think the detail is just beautiful. But that means a lot of confetti. So if you don't like a lot of confetti, don't do these really nice looking small diamond paintings, because they are all confetti. Even the background on this one. A lot of it's white, but there's a lot of like a cream color. That's my new thing, is I bought a whole bunch of really small diamond paintings. And what I'm looking for are small ones. See, now I did 3 diamonds and I gotta switch again. Are small ones with a lot of detail, which to me means a lot of confetti, a lot of color changing. And I'm okay with that, because this is part of the fun for me. I love little small containers, and I love beads, and I love the little drills, and I love organizing. You know, and as long as I'm not stressing out about it, this is a very calming thing for me. Okay, so now I need 842. I put the number from the packages, 1 through 26, on my containers, and then I put the DMC number. So I can look on my guide and see that this little symbol is 842, and I can look at my organizer and pull out 842, and this is where I repeat the number to myself. 842, 842, so that now I know where to put these beads. 842. And then I do it all in reverse when I put them away. Because, again, I don't like dumping the wrong color into the wrong compartment. Oh my gosh, you kidding? There was only one? Alright, I'll peel this up and do a few more. So, what else can I talk about on this very first Canvas Conversations? When I started making videos, they were not very good. The first one I made, I put on YouTube. I had to go back and delete it because I didn't have a tripod yet. And like I said, I had a stroke, so my left hand is not very steady. So I remember I was trying to film myself holding the camera with my good hand. You're not supposed to say good and bad. With my unaffected hand, and trying to do everything, like open the package and show it with my affected hand, which is wobbly and not as usable as I would like, even though it's gotten a lot better. Thank you, diamond painting. But it was a terribly shaky video where I was kind of swinging the camera around. I tried. It was a good try. And I think my first comment was, I really want to subscribe to your channel, but the video was so bad that it made me feel sick to my stomach. So I said, okay, delete that. Bought a tripod. Now I have a couple tripods. What am I doing? Oh, there it is. I thought I saw one more symbol to use up my last diamond. Okay, now I need this little diamond shape. 3746. Let's find that one. I love these little cases. I own a lot of them. I buy them on Wish. I'm always looking for the, you know, the little drills all fit in here, and then my key that came on paper, I just fold it up and make it, I was going to say shove it. No, I make it fit inside the lid. And then I label it Purple Kitten Teacup. It's backwards. Purple Teacup Kitten. Okay, a little half diamond, 3746. Here it is. Here it is. And, you know, for those of you who know me and love my little puppy dogs, I feel a dog under my legs. Yeah, this is a lap desk that I use, this blue one. And then I have an A3 light pad, which is the size of the lap desk, which I love. It's a really good size. And if I'm not diamond painting, I have a lap with 2 puppies in it. So they love to sit under me. Right now, BB is under the lap desk. If you see my lap moving, it's because she's pushing on me. She makes sure I give her enough room. Oh, dark purple. That is pretty. I love these little teacup kittens. And I'm going to frame them all with the same frame. I used AmericanFrame.com for the first one. I hope you guys can see this. Alright, so I have to cut this one off and open up the next section. Let's do that. You can see how I cut my paper. I do cut it off as I go along. Looking, I have my little batch of tools here. A lot of diamond pens and things. Let's see. Where's my box cutter? There's tweezers. Oh, I see it. If you guys want to see any of my stuff, again, email me at fancynancyddiamondpainting@gmail.com. You want to see all my pens, you want to see my tools, just send me a note and I will show them. So this is my beautiful little pink box cutter. And I keep it handy. Now, I just scored that very lightly, not hard enough to go through the canvas. And then the paper just comes right off. And I don't peel the paper off in any part of mine. I will cut it and then, like, I'm going to do another little small section here. I will score it and then cut it and then fold it back until I finish that section. When a section is finished, then I take the paper off. Now, and I sliced into the washi tape and just took the pattern off the top of it. I use washi tape around my diamond paintings See, now this is folded back, and I can just go like this. If I don't finish this section, I can just cover it up again. And when that section is done, then I'll cut that piece off. Okay. I love washi tape. I have always loved washi tape, even when I didn't know what it was or what you use it for. And I'm so happy that I now have something to use it for. I just cover around the edges if there's any sticky parts. I pushed everything away and now I can't reach it. And I cover the sticky parts, and then when I'm done, I'll take the washi tape off, and I take a little bit of baby powder. I have a tiny container over there, and I will put it on my finger and rub the sticky part on the edge. And that takes off all the sticky. I will do that on camera the next time. Okay, now I've forgotten what color I was doing. What was the symbol? I think... Let me look. $37.46. Which is the little half diamond. See, I forget little things like that, so that's fine. I don't do anything based on, oh yeah, I think that's right. I double and triple check. Because there's nothing worse than filling up an area and looking at the picture and being like, that doesn't look right. Or realizing you did a whole section and then it's the wrong color. Those sorts of things really bother me. Okay, well, that's all of that color. It's a little hard to see the dark drills and the dark red ladybug. I do have a big white tray there. I have a yellow tray. Sometimes I'll switch my tray based on the colors. It's whatever you want to do. People get very like, oh, I would never use that. I can't possibly use a dark tray with dark drills. It's a craft. It's not life or death. Do whatever you want. You want to put the wrong colors in the wrong place? Go for it. Your picture's not going to turn out very good. But, it's yours. You do it however you want to. There's no wrong way. I have a drill stuck in here, and it's bothering me. Oh, there we go. Popped out onto my shirt. There it is. Get to see my flub. I don't move enough. I need to get up and move. So what kind of diamond paintings do you like? You can answer in the comments. Do you like big ones? Do you like small ones? I see a lot of people doing partials. I know the special gems are super popular these days. Look at me, I better close this. Okay, what's my next color that I'm going to do? It's the one that looks like a little teepee. Here it is, 210. Okay. My puppies are happy as long as they are near me. But sometimes I'm not happy when I'm stuck and I can't put my legs down. It's fine while I'm diamond painting. I always have my legs up anyway. But let's see. BB. Where are you, baby? There she is. Can you see her? She's a black dog against black leggings. Nope, I guess not. That's alright. She's happy under there. I don't know where Charlie is. Usually he's trying to get in on top of her. He likes to sleep on top of Bibi. I always joke about my little puppy pile. We sleep in a little puppy pile. They always want to be in my bed. They want to be right next to me. I love them. They love me. It's all good. Now, I am a lefty. I see a lot of people also asking, what's the best way? If you're left-handed or you're right-handed, should you start at the top? Should you start in the bottom? Should you start on the left? Should you start on the right? And my answer is pretty much always the same. Do it however you want. There's no best way. There's no best company to order from. There's no best company for customs. Pick one and try it. That's part of the fun. I know some people don't want to try things because, you know, what if it's not good and you've paid money for it? Well, then you do a review and you let other people know, and when you're buying something, you read the reviews. And what I like may not be what you like. And what bothers me may not bother you one bit. I try hard not to let things bother me. I spent years annoyed by people and annoyed by things. And it's not good for you. It raises your blood pressure. Oops, okay. So that was wrong. So I have the other side of my pen, whoops, with no wax in it, and I use that side to push diamonds around, because you don't want to do it with the side that has the wax, because it pushes the wax out, and your wax isn't gonna last as long. People say, oh, my wax, it stopped working so fast. And well, if you don't push too hard, it lasts longer. And when it stops picking up the diamonds, you have to swap it out for fresh wax. That's the other thing. A lot of people like that blue Loctite or a pick-me-up pen. That's great. I use the pink wax. Again, it's free, and I really like free. Okay, another color. Let's do this little asterisk. That's number 209. Let's see if some of these are in here. 333 is a little spade. Yeah, there we go. I try not to pour out too many because then I have to put them away and they make a mess. That's okay. I just love this diamond painting. I love doing crafts. I love being crafty. You know, it's not easy to think of things to talk about. I always say, my friend Ruth and I took public speaking in high school together, and that was a nightmare class for me. But the teacher, I can't think of her name, she was so cool, and she made it fun, And I came out of that class like a whole new person. I literally can talk about anything. And, oh, there's a light one. And, it helped being in sales, I guess, just being able to talk to people. I would just ramble on about things. And, you know, some things I learned, if you run out of things to talk about, ask people about themselves. So, where do you live? Tell me about where you live. And I dealt with a lot of international customers. So I would always say, well, what happens in your country? What do people like there? Because it was always different from the American point of view. I just made it interesting, I thought. And zipping along. Let me get some of these bland colors done. 5200. Even the background on this is confettied in, which I like. I don't like stagnant backgrounds, although I have an appreciation now for 310. I used to hate it because I didn't want to do a whole big area of one color. But if you see a diamond painting that has a big black background, it is stunning. I think it looks so good. And bright colors against a black background just looks fantastic. So, the way I look at it now, my opinion changed. On this diamond painting, I have to set so many drills. Excuse me, I hiccuped. Whatever the number is, I have to put them all down. Does it matter what color they are? I have to put them all down anyway, no matter what color they are. So that's how oh, what happened? So that's how I look at it. You have to put every drill down. The color doesn't matter. You may get bored, but if you get bored, why are you diamond painting? I also don't use the multi-placers very much. I've used a 3. I've tried the 6 and failed miserably. So I'm okay doing one at a time. That's fine for me. It's part of the process. So anyway, so this has been hand therapy for me. I see people say, you know, they can't diamond paint for too long, but that's your body telling you need to take a break. You know, if your neck hurts or your back hurts or your hand hurts. I know arthritis is rough. I'm assuming I'll get that eventually. For now, it's just I get a lot of stiffness in my left hand. But when I started diamond painting, I had trouble putting it in the right place, and my hand would wobble like this. But all this repetition, recovery, stroke recovery is all about repetition. You're not necessarily always building the muscle, you're building the pathway in your brain, between your brain and your muscles. And the repetition is just, it's so good for you. It's so good for recovering these things that you've lost. And I've seen a big difference in my arms, my left arm specifically, since I started diamond painting. And I used to color. I started coloring when I first started having some hand movement, and I started by just trying to hold the pen, you know. It's like going back to being a baby. I bought a little scratch pad, a notebook with the big lines on it, like little kids have in school. And I practiced my letters. You know, first I had to relearn how to hold a pen, and then I just did it over and over. I have pages and pages full of A's, and then B's, capital B's, lowercase b's. You have to stimulate your brain, and it has to relearn how to make those shapes on a paper. Same thing with typing. I used to be the fastest typer. I was a typist. I was about 120 words a minute, I think, when I last tested myself. And then I opened up my laptop one day and I was typing with one finger. That was all I could do. So then, every day I practiced. I started just by getting my fingers on the home row and trying to hold them there because they were not cooperating. I got them in the right places, and then I started typing some simple words. And it was really weird at first because my left hand was so much slower than my right hand. So I had to be much more deliberate in how I typed and go slower, because my right hand was just fine, just as it always was, but my left hand wasn't cooperating. Or I would type a sentence and the spaces were all in the wrong place because I hit the space bar with my right thumb. And just practice, and eventually your brain makes those connections and things start to work that didn't work before. It's amazing. It really is. I spent a couple weeks saying, I can't. Therapists would say, okay, move this arm, try to wiggle this finger. I can't. It doesn't work. And then all of a sudden, one day it worked. And that's how it goes. So I do have a Facebook group. I get such lovely compliments from my members. They say it's a fun group, it's friendly. We don't allow any drama. You know, I get these dramatic people and it just makes me tired. I can't handle it. So there's no drama. And I don't sell anything. I'm just a YouTuber and having fun with it. And so there's no competition for me. So I want us to be one big happy community and share your pictures, share other groups, share your pens, share your trays. You find something fun on Facebook that you like, please share it. It's just fun. Some other groups don't allow you to do those things because, you know, if you're selling pens, you don't want people advertising other pen sales on there. I get that. I like to find my favorites and share my favorites. I'm doing like a checkerboard here with these drills, which I'm just kind of going around. You know when you think you have a drill and you go to put it on and the metal tip hits the adhesive and slides around and you realize you no longer have a drill on the end of your pen? That's what I keep doing. Okay. At the bottom of the teacup is starting to take some shape. This one is so cute. She has little purple feathered wings, a little like purple flowers over one ear, little purple stars on the teacup. Very cute. Very, very cute. I like to checkerboard, even though this is a round drill, diamond painting. When they're square, I definitely checkerboard because that's how it works best for me. But I do it with the rounds too, just to make it a little more interesting. And so I have 2 dogs. I have BB, who is a little French poodle. She's people say teacup, but that's not a real classification for poodles. She's a toy poodle. And they say anything under 6 pounds is a teacup. So she would qualify there, but like I said, it's not a real classification. It's more like a description for poodles. And we got BB in 2014, about 7 months before I had my stroke. And since then, I've been home all the time. She is just my best buddy. She expects to be wherever I am. And she is my emotional support animal for when I fly. She goes with me. And, I used to travel a lot for business. International travel, traveling around the country. Never had a problem, was never scared, never anxious. But after I got sick, I suddenly had a lot of nerves and was having a hard time even thinking about going to get on a plane by myself when I was in a wheelchair. So BB went with me and she was wonderful. And I don't take her out anywhere, that's not the reason to have an emotional support animal. But she does fly with me. And, she's a wonderful little puppy. I call them both my puppies because they're so little. And Charlie, I consider Charlie a rescue. I saw on Facebook in our local sales group that somebody was selling their Yorkie. And I knew Yorkies were, Yorkies are hypoallergenic because I'm extremely allergic to dogs. But Yorkies, like poodles, have hair, not fur. So you have to take them and get their hair cut at a groomer. And it doesn't shed. So I asked the lady some more information, and she told me that Charlie was up to date on his shots. He had a microchip. he was well trained and knew a lot of commands, but that she was moving and just really couldn't take care of him, couldn't take him with her. They didn't allow pets. So I paid her some money as a rehoming fee, which was fine because I know a pedigree Yorkie, which he is worth some money. They are not cheap. So basically, we paid her to get rid of her, make her go away, and leave us this adorable little dog. So here comes Charlie. When we first met him, everything she said was a lie. She had lied about everything. He knew his name, so I chose not to change his name because it was one of the few things he knew, and he responded to it. He didn't know any commands. He was covered in fleas. His hair was long and matted. He had never been groomed. He just had poop all over him. When we first got him, I gave him a bath. Fleas were swarming off of him. It was crazy. And he would not come up on the couch. He had obviously been taught not to come. He wasn't even an inside dog. This tiny little Yorkie, he was like 4 or 5 pounds when we got him. And I'm convinced he was kept outside with the yard dogs by how dirty he was. And so he was a little project for a while. We took him to the vet. I had to find, there's only a few vets in town, so I found the vet where she had taken him. And they would not give me any information, but they did confirm that he had never been vaccinated for anything. And never had a rabies shot, never had any. He'd just been in there for some medical reason, and they wouldn't tell me what it was. Never been neutered, nothing. So he went in and got neutered. Turned out he had a couple extra puppy teeth in his mouth, which BB had too. So we, at the same time, we had that done. We took him and got him groomed. We got rid of the fleas. We let him up on the couch. He acted like that was the most amazing thing in the world, that he could sit with us. And now, I just spilled drills out the spout. I need my spout cover that I'm about to order. Now he is my little sidekick. He goes everywhere I go. If we're walking out the front door and we're going to go fishing or something, he will not get in the car or even go near the car until he is sure that I am coming out also. He walks around the house and checks up on me. He's my little bodyguard. If I go in the bed to go to sleep or take a nap, he comes along with me. He is my buddy, my shadow, my buddy, my little sweetheart. And like most Yorkies, I did not know this about Yorkies. He cannot control his liquor. He licks everyone all the time. He's so funny. He'll ambush lick me. He kind of sweeps his head past my face and just gets my nose as it's a drive-by licking. So funny. And Jim gets a kick out of it because I share food with the puppies. And so the three of us will be sitting here. And I'll be pulling eggs out of my egg sandwich. It's just so funny. I laugh because I've turned into that crazy lady who puts clothes on her little dogs. That's okay. It keeps me happy, keeps me quiet. You know, I spend most of my days home alone with the puppies and with you nice people, making videos, unboxing things. Whoops, I put it in the wrong place. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can use the tweezers to get that off. Oh, shooting drills around. Oh, okay. Well, it's off. It's on my shirt somewhere, but it's off. There we go. I like having all my tools nearby in a little container. Makes it handy. Well, I think I'm gonna wind down. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you listening to me ramble for a while. I'm gonna just keep plugging away. And actually, I think I'm gonna put this away and I'll do it again tomorrow. Throw this video up there and see how you guys like it. See if I get any questions. I'm happy to answer. I'm sure I'll think of some other things to talk about for the next time. And take care, everybody. You have a great day and happy diamond painting. And come join the Facebook group and show us your projects. We love to see people's projects, whether it's a work in progress or a finished project. I love to see them. Yeah, come join us. And take care. Bye-bye.